Presently at CD Projekt Red, Marcin Brzybovic, I'm probably butchering his last name and I apologize for it ahead of time, and myself are writing the soundtrack of The Witcher and dealing with the majority and the bulk of the composition. The main themes, however, and the pivotal moments in the game, as well as cinematics and everything, are going to be scored by our previous composition partners that have been with The Witcher throughout the years and have done a phenomenal job. We're spending a very great amount of time and paying very careful attention to the main characters of the game, to their themes, to the way that the music is perceived within the game and how it interacts with both the player and events in the world. It is important to note that we are taking an adaptive music approach. We're trying to create a cohesive experience and not just switch to a different piece of music that describes the mood better. So coming from 38 studios and some of the solutions that we have made that unfortunately never will see the light of day, there is a lot of very important lessons that we've learned. The variety of the soundtrack, making sure that the music is very much in tune among the different pieces within itself and is very cohesive, but also that the music is ambient where it needs to be and it retreats in the background and provides a very nice backdrop to whatever you're doing without drawing your first and utmost attention to it. The fact that the combat music needs to be both interactive and adaptive as much as possible so as to not make you feel like you're hearing the same piece of music pop up every 30 seconds as you kill wolf number 35 out of 100 or whatever the case may be in the MMO. All of that came together to the way that we're trying to approach the music here. Like I said, it is our goal to make sure that it feels like, even though that you've been playing the game for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 consecutive hours, you're still discovering new things and you're hearing the themes that evolve and change with the mood, with the world, with your actions, and provide a very immersive experience to you, just as well as our ambient audio and our sound design does. The inspiration for the Witcher soundtrack, for The Witcher 3 in particular, comes from the real-world music. It is also important to mention that we are returning to our roots and will heavily explore the popular themes from the music of the soundtrack The Witcher 1. We also are trying to bring the kind of music that is not very stereotypical with the Western RPGs these days. We take a lot of inspiration from the Slavic roots. As you can imagine, for instance, the Lord of the Rings soundtrack comes up a lot, but we don't necessarily listen to it and go, this is the best thing in the world for every single game ever, and we must absolutely copy every decision that they've made. But we absolutely love and respect our John Williamses, you know, Ennio Morricone's, Alan Menken's and such. But we also try to take what made the music special in the moment, not so much the composition of it perhaps, but even the tone, the flavor, the choice of instruments, the choice of the vocalist, see what have made that moment special and fitting in the movie, and see if we can learn important lessons and draw the parallels of it for the game. It is very important to know that we're trying to examine what makes the linear movie soundtrack moving and very poignant in the moment, and bring that into the interactive nature of our game, non-linear nature of our game.